Hello everyone, welcome to ZZ Classroom. I'm Mary, and in this video, I'm going to introduce you with our last concept on transformation, which is transformation on graphs and charts. So you will see a lot of more complex transformation problems later in different chapters. However, this is our last concept for just the general transformation unit. So let's get started. We will start with chart since after you know how to do chart, you can do graphs very easily. So let's do chart. So here I'm giving you a chart on my values of x and f of x of a function. So I know this is a function because each of the x value only matches to one f of x value. So it doesn't matter that I couldn't recognize this function. It is a function, so we can do transformation on it. So let's start with my x values. We're going to look at the x values and y values separately. Let's look at my x values first. So how can I do my x values transformation? There's a really easy way to understand it. So here, this thing inside of my f of x parentheses, this is my f of x, f of x. And this x over here is my, let me just use black. This x over here is my g of x. Okay. So that kind of build a relationship between g of x and f of x. So we can use this relationship to set up equations. So how we are going to do that? Let me give you an example using this value over here. So -16. So let's set up an equation. So -16 is my f of x. So I'm saying that -16 equal to 3 times parentheses x minus 2. And you will realize that if I solve my x in this equation over here, I will get my g of x, which is what I want. So let's solve for this x. So I have divided by 3 on both sides. I have -16 over 3 equal to x minus 2. Then add 2 on both sides. I have x equal to -10 over 3. So that's my first x value. Pretty simple, right? So let's do my next one, which is -9. So -9 equal to 3 times x minus 2. So divide by 3 on both sides, I have -3 equal to x minus 2, then x equal to -1. Pretty simple. And so let's kind of start just now writing those, like kind of do it on your mind. So let's see. -7 divided by 3 is -7 over 3. So -7 over 3 plus 2, I would get -1/3. So some of you might wondering, how can I do this step over here? So like a fraction, add a integer. So hopefully you'll learn that in Algebra 1, but if you don't know that, let me use the -7 as an example. -7 equal to 3x minus 2. So -7 over 3 equal to x minus 2. So here I have x equal to -7 over 3 plus 2. And we know that 2 equal to 6 over 3. So basically, I'm making my denominator the same. Since here is a 3, I'm making this 3 as a denominator, and I'm using that to represent my 2, which in this case is 6 over 3. So I'm going to put x equal to -7 over 3 plus 6 over 3, which gives me -1 over 3. So that's how I get -1 over 3. So let's do the next one. -5 divided by 3 is -5 over 3. -5 over 3 plus 2 is 1/3. So technically, I just have -5 over 3 plus 6 over 3, which is 1/3. Okay, next one is pretty simple. -3 divided by 3 is -1. -1 plus 2 is 1. 0 divided by 3 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 4 divided by 3 is 4/3. 4/3 plus 2 is 10/3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, right? And then 8 divided by 3 is 8 over 3. 8 over 3 plus 2, I got 14 over 3. 9 divided by 3 is 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. And lastly, 10 divided by 3 is 10 over 3. 10 over 3 plus 2 is 16 over 3. So that's all we get here, and we're done with my x values. So let's start with my y values now. So y values is pretty straightforward. So what I'm gonna do is, let me change the color. So here, I know that this whole thing over here is my f of x, right? So this is f of x, and here is my g of x. So if I just apply this -7 and +4 to my f of x, technically I will get my g of x. So how we are going to do that is, let's start with this -7 over here. So let's do that. So here I have, let me just do it in blue. So I have this -7 here, so I'm gonna just draw this down. So -7 times my f of x here, which is also -7, and then +4, right? So I got 53. So see, pretty simple. It's easier than my x values, right? So basically, I'm just multiplying my value, my f of x value by -7 and +4. So let's do the next one. -5 times -7, 35. 35 plus 4 is 39. -3 times -7, 21. 21 plus 5, 25, right? And then 0 times -7, 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. 2 times -7 is -14, plus 4 is -10. 3 -7 is -21. -21 plus 4 is -17. Right? You can kind of try to do the rest of them on your own, which is pretty simple. So 4 times -7, -28. -28 plus 4 is -24. 6 times -7, -42. -42 plus 4 is -38, right? And then 13 times -7, okay, this is gonna be equal to -91, which some of you might kind of maybe do a, like, is like, you can do a setup like this. So 13 times 7 equal to 1, which is 91, right? And then you put a negative sign in front of it. So -91 plus 4 is -87, right? And then next, 10 times -70, 70 plus 4 is -66. Wait, let me check. -70 plus 4, yeah, -66. Then 9 times -7 is -63. So I have -59. And lastly, 1 times -7 is -7. -7 plus 4 is -3. So now I got all my y values. So I'm done with this problem. All right, so let's do our next kind of small concept, which is how we're gonna do transformation on graphs. So here you go. So I already give you a graph for my f of x. And then I would like to apply a transformation of vertical stretch by factor 3, reflection across the x-axis, and shift left by 1 unit. So usually your teacher probably will not give you this thing over here and you need to write on your own. But here, let me just give you this because I know that y'all might already master on this, so we don't need practice on this for now, like in this small concept. So I'm giving you that, right? And then how can I do the transformation on graphs? So it's actually pretty easy and we can just use the method we use in charts. So my first step is kind of plot those, kind of see my coordinates for those major points, which I already give you in here, but let's just kind of practice, right? So I can write here, this one is -3, 1, right? That's my, so -3 is my x value and 1 is my y value, right? That sounded a long, it's fine. Next, so that's -2, -1, -1, 2, 0, 1, 3, 2, right? So here I'm organized them into kind of a similar thing like a chart, but this is what you usually do when you like draw a graph and stuff like that. So I'm putting all my x values together, -3, -2, -1, 0, 3. And I'm putting all my y values together, 1, -1, 2, 1, 2, right? So then I can start applying my transformation. So remember what I talked before, that this thing inside here is my f of x, x. And this over here is my g of x, x. So how am I going to set out this equation? You can try on your own first. So I'm going to set up that like this. So -3 equal to x plus 1. So x equal to -4. So that's how I'm going to do this equation. And now you realize that I'm just subtracting 1 on all my x values. So that's how I'm going to do it. So let's do that. -4, -3, -2, -1, and 2. Pretty simple. And then for my g of x value, I multiply by -3 on all my f of x, right? So I got -3, 3, -6, -3, and -6. So now let's move on to the easiest step and our last step, which is plotting those points and make a graph. So -4, -3. So it's over here, -3, 3 here, -2, -6 over here, -1, -3 over here, and 2, -6, which is over here. So I have this connect to that, this connect to this connect to that. Oh, my bad. This connect to this. That's not good. Okay, let me draw a straight one. Here you go. And then lastly, you have this connect to this line. So now I got my final graph after that transformation. Pretty easy, right? Because after you learn how to do a chart one, the graph one becomes pretty simple as you know how to do it. So that concludes our video today and hope you enjoy watching. Thank you.